Under the bright lights of Hollywood, everything looks flawless. Glittering red carpets, frozen smiles, cameras flashing non-stop. But behind this glamorous facade, the stories are often much darker, and in the Kardashian world, nothing is ever left to chance. In 2014, Kris Jenner shocked the world when she made her relationship with Corey Gamble official. She had just turned the page on her highly publicized marriage to Caitlyn Jenner. Many expected her to take a break, to step away from the spotlight for a while, but Kris Jenner is not the type to stay single. A fierce businesswoman, the mastermind behind a multi-million-dollar empire, she was already stepping out with a new partner. Corey Gamble, however, was no star. He worked behind the scenes in the music industry, having been part of Justin Bieber's team. To the general public, he was an unknown. And that's exactly what made it intriguing. Why would Kris Jenner, who was used to high-profile partners, choose such a discreet man? They met at a birthday party for designer Riccardo Tisci. Just another Hollywood gathering, yet that night, an unexpected connection sparked. Soon after, they were spotted dining together, traveling, appearing side by side. The rumors took off. Was this a genuine love story or another carefully orchestrated Kardashian move? From the very first months, doubts surfaced. The couple looked close, but rarely passionate. The chemistry seemed lacking. And one strange detail stood out. Unlike her past relationships, Kris never spoke of marriage, children, or any official future plans. Everything remained vague, as if Corey wasn't a natural partner, but rather a piece in the larger Kardashian script. Very quickly, Corey Gamble seemed to slip into a defined role. More than a boyfriend, he became Kris Jenner's shadow. Always present, quiet yet protective, he accompanied her to events, travels, and public appearances. To the public eye, he didn't come across as a romantic partner, but more like an ally. A companion, yes, but without sparkle. Tender gestures were rare, and the relationship looked more like a partnership than a passionate romance. Over the years, nothing changed. No engagement, no wedding, no shared projects. After nearly a decade, the relationship remained in a gray zone. Kris appeared to have chosen a man who would never threaten her control, someone who knew how to stay in his lane. Corey, for his part, played the role perfectly. A confidant, an improvised bodyguard, a constant support. He helped maintain Kris's image as the unshakable matriarch. But that absolute loyalty eventually raised a question. Was it a genuine choice, or just a role imposed by the Kardashian machine? Over time, the fragile balance began to crack. Public spats emerged. Cold stares, harsh gestures, forced smiles. At some events, insiders claimed Khloe Kardashian even had to step in to calm things down. At the heart of the tension was Corey's career. Before Kris, he had built a respectable reputation in the music industry, particularly around Justin Bieber. But in the Kardashian universe, everything else took a back seat. He became known first and foremost as Kris's boyfriend, and his own ambitions faded. The Yellowstone incident crystallized his frustration. Corey was offered a role on the show, but Kris reportedly blocked it, fearing that a fictional romance might damage their image as a couple. For him, it was humiliating. His projects now lived or died depending on her approval. Meanwhile, darker rumors started swirling. Kanye West, then close to the family, publicly accused Corey of being an undercover agent. Some even pointed out his presence around the time of Kim Porter's mysterious death, Diddy's former partner. Coincidence or something more disturbing? No evidence ever surfaced, but the whispers fueled suspicion. Corey looked less like a simple companion and more like an enigma. Today, the image of a solid couple no longer holds. Private disputes have spilled into public view, and humiliations have become more frequent. After years of compliance, Corey reportedly refuses to act like an assistant anymore. He knows what he has lost: a promising career, personal projects, his own identity. 10 years erased behind Kris Jenner's shadow. According to some sources, he's now demanding financial compensation, a buyout for the years he sacrificed. Kris, true to her reputation as a strategist, flatly refuses. To give in would be to admit she had been manipulated, that she had lost control. For her, that's unthinkable. The conflict has now escalated into something explosive. It's no longer just a breakup. It's an open war, with money, image, and reputation all at stake. At a wedding in Venice, witnesses claimed Kris refused to leave with Corey, choosing instead to return alone to her hotel. A powerful sign: the bond is broken. At this point, nothing seems able to stop the inevitable. If Corey wins, it will tarnish the image of the all-powerful matriarch. If he loses, he risks losing everything: his career, his credibility, and a decade of his life. What's unfolding goes far beyond love. It's a battle of egos and power, a media war that, in the Kardashian world, can only play out under the relentless gaze of the public.